Let's get to emails. And of course, you know that the poll happening on our website is, what level of responsibility does rhetoric about guns, targeting liberal politicians, calls to arms, and fear-mongering have in the shooting of Gabrielle Giffords? So a lot of emails in response to the Gabrielle Giffords shooting. Let's just take it from the beginning here. Sarah Palin quit her elected position because frivolous ethics complaints made her job too hard. And here we have Congresswoman Giffords receiving death threats, having her office vandalized, and having the courage to face threats and continue to do her job to represent her constituents. This is what a servant's heart looks like, Sarah. You weaselly piece of you-know-what. If you had a shred of decency, you would crawl under your bed and stay there until you're old. Very harsh words for Sarah Palin from much of our audience. Quit blaming and stop acting stupid. Directed at me, I believe. Instead, learn what caused this and figure out a way to prevent it. That doesn't necessarily mean blame someone for it, but learn that the problem is partisan bickering, which everyone is to blame for. If we're actually going to include partisan bickering as a cause that needs to be addressed, even though certainly Jared Lee Loughner didn't say he went nuts because politicians argue, then we have to consider the effect of violent rhetoric, right?
What are we going to do? Stop partisan bickering? Shut down our whole political system?
My point is, if the argument is we can't address violent rhetoric because we're not sure that was the cause, do you really think politicians arguing with each other is what set Jared Lee Loughner off? Another email. Palin's handlers have been claiming that the map did not include crosshairs. Instead, they were surveyor's marks. Well, that settles that. I mean, that's the claim they're making. Seems completely bogus. I think most Americans are smart enough to know a crosshair when they see it. If Palin had the least sense of decency, she would have acknowledged the danger of her map, apologized, and worked to calm the waters. Instead, she puts out bogus, idiotic denials. It's sickening, but she's just one of many like her in the public world who refuse to take responsibility. Listen, I don't think Sarah Palin needs to take responsibility for having specifically influenced Jared Lee Loughner. She should, however, say that she has contributed to violent rhetoric and rhetoric that involves calls to arms and the use of guns and violence to solve political problems. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, now she should also apologize for using violent rhetoric in defending violent rhetoric, blood libel. Hugely anti-Semitic term. Lastly here, if a Detroit Muslim put a map on the web with crosshairs on 20 politicians, just like Sarah Palin did, and then one of them got shot, where would he be sitting right now? I made this point on Monday. I completely agree, Lewis. If the tables were turned and either the crosshairs map had been put out by a Muslim group or Jared Lee Loughner had instead been, I don't know, Abdul Muttalib, the underwear bomber, I am completely sure that there would be wholesale media outrage on all fronts. Join us on the bonus show in a few minutes, davidpakman.com/membership. It's the time to sign up. It really is. We'll see you on Monday.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.